I'm Katie Santa with the Digital Communications Group here at NYU, and welcome to Getting Started with Email Direct. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of the new Email Direct, now powered by the Emma email marketing platform. So, let's get logged in and get started. As soon as you log into the new Email Direct powered by Emma, you'll be taken to the dashboard for your particular sub-account. Here, you can see information like your performance average over the last 30 days, which includes an Emma mailing score out of 10. The closer to 10, the better your mailing. You'll also see an open rate and click to open rate. While you're on this dashboard, you can also see recent mailings sent out by your sub-account. This will let us know mailings in the immediate past. We can see some quick stats and even get to the response data for that particular mailing. While you're on the dashboard view, you'll also have access to an at-a-glance calendar on the left side. Here, we see mailings that are scheduled for the future, plus mailings that have already been sent out. This is a great tool if there's multiple people in your sub-account that send a lot of different mailings. It'll help you plan your mailings better. If we hover over a date that has a blue dot, we can see the time the mailing is scheduled to go out, the name of the campaign, an option to edit the send details, and an option to cancel that mailing. For mailings that have been sent out in the past, when we hover over the blue dot, we see the time the mailing actually went out, the name of the campaign, and an option to view response data for that particular mailing. Now that we've gotten an overview of the dashboard, let's go ahead and take a look at the Campaigns tab. I'm going to click Campaigns up at the top, and it'll take me to my Campaigns window. In Emails, you can see your draft campaigns, your scheduled campaigns, plus campaigns that you've already sent. And just like on the dashboard, you can easily see the response data. You also have access to images and documents. And unlike classic Email Direct, you can host images natively in the platform. I'm going to go back to Emails and create a new campaign. You can also do this from the dashboard. And in the dialog window that pops up, I can select if I want to do a regular mail or an A/B test. We're just going to go ahead and click a regular mail, and I'm going to go ahead and add a campaign name. The campaign name is not necessarily the same as the email subject line. You'll be able to select email subject line, recipient lists, and sender information at a later point in the process. The campaign name is really a way for you to organize all of your different mailings, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to find mailings later on when you're trying to review message analytics. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a campaign name with an overall category. So I'm going to say Email Direct Training, and then I'm going to give it a little bit more details. So maybe this particular campaign is going to be the interface demo mailing. And now I'm going to go ahead and click the blue Continue button. From this window, you'll be able to choose from all the different templates available to you in your particular Email Direct sub-account. So I'm going to go ahead and use this NYU blank because it'll be the most similar to all the different templates that everyone will have access to. This is the Email Direct email editor interface. From here, we're presented with a WYSIWYG editor. A WYSIWYG editor is where what you see is what you get. If you worked in NYU's Central Content Management System, this should be very familiar to you. It features a drag and drop interface. So I can take different pieces of content from the options on the left, and I can drag it and drop it into the message where I think it should belong. And now I have a new content block. I can also rearrange everything. Now, I'm not going to get into the particulars of how to actually edit a message. I just want you to get a nice overview of what the interface looks like so you're more familiar when you go ahead and log in yourself. A great new feature of Email Direct is that you now have the option to revert to a previous message based on your current working session, and you can also save your message and come back to it at a later point. There's also a preview option, and when we click preview, we see our email in a desktop view and a mobile device view. And now this mobile view is really helpful, especially if you have a long newsletter. It'll give you a better idea of how long the message actually is, and it might inform some content choices. You'll also have the option to send test messages to other people in your team. So even people that don't have access to Email Direct, you can send them a preview of your message and even add a note. Now again, I'm not going to go into the details of actually sending a message, but I did just want you to get a nice preview of the interface. The new Email Direct also has a lot of robust response data. And in my mailing section, I can see all of my sent mailings. And just like on the dashboard and in campaigns before, I can click on a mailing and I can view the response for that particular mailing. I'm not going to dive into what all of these different features mean, but this is just a preview of what that looks like. I can even see opens, clicks, and shares. The new Email Direct has even more robust information in the Insights tab. From here, you can see an engagement overview for all the mailings sent out by your sub-account. It'll share performance trends and even an engagement heat map. One of my favorite features of the Insights tab is this Trends section. Now, I'm just working in a test account, so I don't have any data to show you. But in your sub-account over time, you'll get recommendations on optimal send times. I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the new Email Direct now powered by Emma. A better way to email is here.